Hello, welcome to Game 5 of the Medium Games Final. jtrupiano versus SSounder. It is tied 2-2, so we are on to Game 5. It's a tight match. jtrupiano's got first player here. Both players have the 3-4 split. Let's look at the Druid boons: Field, Wind, and Sky. Field is like a kind of decent one. Usually for Druid to be super powerful, you're looking for Swamp or Earth, sort of the really good ones. Earth here would be particularly quite good with Inventors and stuff. There's Draw with Smithy and Patrol. There's Trashing with Transmogrify and Salvager. Not great for Coppers. There's Village Effect is pretty much just Acting Troupe, which is 40 villages over the course of a game, looks like. And Inventor gives you tons of gains. Certainly going for some very fast Inventor strategy where you open perhaps Silver Inventor, perhaps something else, Silver Transmogrify. I think I wanted to Transmogrify in the deck fairly quickly. You want a couple of Transmogrifies, actually. I'm pretty happy to turn Estates into Silvers and then Silvers into Inventors, or Estates into Acting Troops, depending on the point of the game. And I'm going to have tons of gains with Inventors. T-Mog is not super accelerating, but it's a little bit. I think the deck can support a couple of Smithies, potentially, once you've got the Acting Troops going. Seaway on Inventor is quite nice as well. I said that before Andy did. If you're listening to the video, you'll have seen that. Just messing with you, Andy. No. I can't scroll up. I'm recording. The recording doesn't allow me to scroll up. If you said it earlier, why would you say it again? I scrolled up there. I didn't see it. So Seaway on a highway is like one of the more powerful interactions in the game of Dominion. So if you play one highway, then highway costs 4, and you can Seaway on it. And then you can just get like 7 highways in play and buy 8 provinces, etc. It's a mega turn where you only need cards from one pile potentially. So that's something to look at. We do have to mediate like gaining Inventors versus gaining Acting Troops versus trashing cards with T-Mog within our deck so we can play more Inventors in the turn. So there's quite a bit going on here. Man, Salvager is really sad. If only my opponent would buy a pirate ship. That would really make this kingdom a lot easier to play. Yeah, because all you need in the deck for your deck to get going is one Inventor. You don't need anything else. I just don't know if the actions are there. I want to be playing Inventors every turn. And Salvager seems like it's competing with Precious Action space. So I don't anticipate the Herbalist pile, the Pirate Ship pile to get touched. I don't really anticipate the Castle pile to get touched. The Druid pile to get touched. We may just be playing with Acting Troops and Inventors now. I think I probably add a Smithy to the deck. It depends on how many villagers you have from Acting Troop. You can also T-Mog like a Silver into Smithy to draw if you've got a bunch of Coppers in your hand. Inventor Castles is interesting, right? Because every Inventor you play can gain a newly named castle, right? It's not like the provinces where first you have to gain a 4, then you can gain some duchies, and you can gain provinces. If you can play 8 Inventors in a turn, you can just gain the whole castle pile. It seems really tough to draw 8 Inventors in a turn, and it seems somewhat tough to have that many Acting Troops. I've been meaning to make a spreadsheet where I basically have for every number of castles greater than 4, or for 4 or greater for that set of castles, what victory points that's worth. Or maybe someone else has done that already and I can use it. It looks like SSounder had some connection issues, but they seem to be back. And they gained a patrol. I just really don't know about the patrols here. I don't actually want to draw my estates if they're top decked. I want to leave them there so I can T-Mog them. It just seems quite awkward. The Druid plus buy would be nice here if we had any kind of draw. I'm just not sure Druid's doing anything for us. It's +1 card, +1 coin, +1 buy. It's a worse version of Candlestick Maker. I mean, I think we're at the point of we gain Inventor there and buy Acting Troupe. Just like that, we're alternating buying Inventors and gaining Acting Troupes or whatever the money allows us to do. Like here, we can gain Inventor. Well, SSounder, it looks like, still needs to Seaway on Inventor. It's somewhat awkward. Like sometimes Seaway on a card you just kind of miss, especially if you've been playing a match that's been going for almost 2 hours. But once your opponent has done it, there's the big symbol on there that shows that they've done it. So it's pretty easy for you to see that it needs to be done. For J here, I think I'm going Inventor, gain Inventor, and then you can buy Inventor, Acting Troupe. And we just, you know, are going to pile down the Inventors, then pile down the Acting Troupes, and then figure out what the rest of the deck should be. Just start gaining green cards as soon as we can. Maybe you grab a Smithy or two before the shuffle, but we pretty desperately need to add some Acting Troupes here so we can do that. I'm just not seeing the patrols for either player here. I'm not quite understanding what the thinking is. They want to draw so they can play more Inventors, but they also need actions. And like they're going to waste all their actions drawing. I mean, it's a delicate balance, right? You want to have enough draws so you can get enough gainers in play, and you want to have enough gains. You want to have enough gainers so you can gain enough stuff, and you need to have enough Acting Troupes so you can gain enough villages. In order to gain more Acting Troupes, you need to play more gainers. In order to play more gainers, you need more Smithies. In order to play more Smithies, you need more Acting Troupes. It's a spin cycle. Yeah, definitely taking the last Inventor, and I think you pass here. I'll take Acting Troupes for free, but nothing else. This next shuffle may be tough for Jay in terms of Acting Troupes, but then the shuffle after that, I think they can just look to pile out on, you know, potentially even estates. Like piling out estates does not seem that difficult. It's close to me whether I want another Acting Troupe or Inventor. I think I'm pretty happy to have a lead with the Inventors. Like, it is the most powerful card in this board. I mean, it's Inventor, so it's the most powerful card on most boards. Without, you know, King's Court. So, as SSounder here, I think I'm just grabbing as many Acting Troupes as I can. Like, gain another Acting Troupe here, and maybe we buy, like, Smithy and 2 Acting Troupes. And I'm making the claim that with all these Acting Troupes, my opponent can't make use of their Inventors. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent denial. Why some people in chat thought we should gain 2 Inventors instead of, or 2 Acting Troupes instead of the last Inventor. I'm worried that the game is going to end before it matters, though, now. We've got 2 empty piles. Humble is there. I don't think we take Humble yet. I think it's J. I think you could take 2 estates here. Sorry, 3 estates? Is 3 estates too many? 3 estates is perhaps too many. That opens up a pile out, I think. Maybe you take Humble and Humble and an estate there. 7 estates feels like a number that your opponent can't likely empty, but that you might be able to with more Inventors. Then again, whoever draws like a Smithy first may just win the game now. You know, if it only takes, what, 3 Inventor plays to empty the estate pile, right? You gain 3 Inventors and you've got 7 buys. So maybe, in fact, you didn't want to take an estate as J, because 3 Inventor plays seems a lot harder than 2 Inventor plays. Yeah, if Jay finds 2 inventors or like a patrol that lets them find more inventors this turn, they win. And SSounder can't touch estates here. Can SSounder take 4 estates here and get to 10 VP and then claim that Jay can't get enough VP? They would need estates plus like 2 other things. I mean, this is 2 of SSounder's inventors. They've got 2 more in this big deck. So like it's very like they are quite a bit limited as to what they can do coming up. Yeah, it's not, I don't think, well, Jay's got 4 inventors in those bottom 11 plus a patrol. They don't have a T-Mog down. I sure would have liked a second T-Mog. Okay, we play the patrol. Yeah, we didn't get there, but we hit a reasonable amount of money. So we can invent for whatever, Smithy now. Invent for Smithy, invent for Duchy, buy Haunted Castle. Haunted Castle attack seems relevant enough, and we know we've got 2 inventors patrol copper down there, so we can potentially like T-Mog the patrol, or just T-Mog. Yeah, if that patrol was a silver, then that estate would be would be sitting on top of the deck, and we could T-Mog it into a Druid, which we could play then for the one of the gifts to give us another plus buy. I think AlphaGo we decided we don't want to touch estates. I think Jay should be gaining whatever Duchy Haunted Castle here. The Haunted Castle attack feels relevant with the draw situation. And then look to win next turn. SSounder can gain two estates with Inventor, and then they've got 3 buys only. Yeah, so they would have to draw around. I really think I like the Haunted Castle better than the, because with 3 inventors in the bottom, you know you have a win in hand next turn. Like this is just a win in hand for a jtrupiano if they draw, or if they draw these cards and they knew what these cards were. So the Haunted Castle, lowers the chances that SSounder is going to draw and find a win. But here we just gain 3 estates and then buy 5 estates. Does that work? No, we're short 1 buy. We can only gain 7, so we have to play the patrol. Wait, we have a T-Mog though. We have a T-Mog, so the T-Mog patrol into estate. T-Mog patrol into estate, gain 7 estates. I didn't say the right thing, but it was there in the end. There's also 7 Druids now, which is even an easier line. Patrol into Druid, and then play the Druid, and then buy, all this stuff. But we'll know if they see it if they play the T-Mog here. Okay, they did not see it, but so they're short a villager here. So they can draw those 2 coppers, but they can win on Druids. Yeah. So play 3 inventors, gaining 3 Druids. That gives them 4 buys, and Druids cost 0. So they can buy the last 4 Druids for 0 each. It is somewhat tricky if you've been staring at the estate pile out for the last couple of minutes, like I have, that it is somewhat tricky to change your, to pull back focus and look at the Druid pile again. It is somewhat difficult to do that. I mean, is 7 estates here bad? If Jay just takes 7 estates, what is SSounder doing? Don't touch anything. Leave those 4 cards there, whatever. Play the 3 inventors to gain 3 estates. Buy 4 estates. You're at 19 points. SSounder needs to get 14 points to pass you up. I just don't see how they do that. Okay, they did see it in the end. Hopefully they don't. Didn't just start buying druids. Yeah. So Inventor's found a way, and jtrupiano is up 3-2. Potentially decisive game 6 coming up.